All right, guys, welcome back. My name is Allie, and I am here with Nausium, and we are going to be playing through Return of the Obra Dinn. Nausium, how are you doing tonight?
Doing fine. How are you?
Doing great. How's the weather out your way?
It is warmer than it has been, but it's still about 15 degrees outside, so we're having fun
Yikes,
here.
that's cold. What's the coldest it's ever been there?
Since I've moved here, the coldest with the wind we was -50.
Wow.
It gets sort of terrifyingly cold here.
That is terrifyingly cold. I don't think I'd be able to deal with that. The lowest we've ever had it here is maybe -16, and I just refuse to go out during that.
Yeah, that's about what you have to do, and that's what it's been for the past few weeks. Is -15, -20. So
Ugh, brr.
yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about the Oberdin without giving any plot points away? Like what can we be expecting in here?
It's a rough game to talk about without spoiling. It's a detective game where you show up on a 19th century sailing ship, and you have to figure out what's going on. It has a lot of, if you like detective games, it's a very observation based game, which is, I don't know exactly how I would describe that, but you have to physically look for clues, and you have to piece things together yourself. It's not they don't tell you much in it, which I appreciate, but yeah, it's one of those things you kind of have to experience for yourself as you go through it. Unfortunately, without giving away too many plot points.
Okay. So do we get to choose whether we're male, female? We don't know. It's just
Oh yeah, the characters are all set.
okay.
Your character is a um, you know, and I'm trying to remember exactly what her history is, but she works for an insurance company. Um,
So
and
we're
your job is essentially this ship, the Obra Dinn, that's been lost at sea, has suddenly shown up again.
oh, okay.
Um, but there's nobody on board the ship, so they send the insurance agent to come out and catalog what happened and figure out what's going on. Um, and that's kind of the only information they give you at the start.
Okay.
Um, and
Um,
hello, Belias. How are you doing today?
Hi,
Sorry.
Belias. You stay warm too. So, uh, have excuse me. I assume that you've already played it all the way through and completed the game, so you know what's
Yes,
gonna happen. Okay.
I know everything that's going to happen. I won't say anything unless you ask. There are a couple details that I'll give kind of at the start in terms of like how they and you'll figure this out fairly quickly, but you have like a notebook that you annotate things in. And
Okay.
there's certain elements of how they annotate things that don't really make a lot of sense.
Okay.
And they aren't explained very well. So I can talk a little bit about that, but that's
And this
yeah,
isn't
not
entirely in black and white for gameplay.
yes, it has a very unique shader system
Yeah.
that you'll see it, but it's doesn't have to be black and white. You can actually choose which sort of retro color scheme you want. Although
Right.
most people tend to find the default is easier to look at.
It does
So
look easier to look at. It's kind of got this grainy, almost off sepia look to it that I'm looking at.
yeah,
So
it's
it's
modeled after kind of old monitors before monitors had more than two colors.
right. I can
Um,
definitely see where it's got that.
yeah, really,
Um,
that's correct.
so would you say this is one of your favorite detective games, or like where would you place it at?
It's well, I don't play too many detective games. I would say it's probably one of my favorite games overall.
Better than
It's
Tacoma?
very well done. I That's a hard question.
Because you
I think
found me through Tacoma.
objectively, I mean, I really enjoyed Tacoma. It's probably I don't keep like a ranked list of my top 10. I sort of just say here's my 10 favorite games, and I think Tacoma and Obra Dinn are within that space, um, and they're both really excellent. I think that Obra Dinn definitely innovates a lot more. Like there's a lot more interesting stuff that the game does than Tacoma. Although Tacoma has a lot of really excellent parts of it as well.
Definitely.
I think objectively, I probably had more fun with this than I did with Tacoma, if anything, because this game is quite a bit longer.
So how long would you put it at? Do you think we'll
I
be able to get through it in the time allotted?
Today, no.
Okay.
I have to check. Actually, give me a moment, and I will look at my Steam. I want to say because Tacoma took me 2 hours 45 minutes almost exactly,
Right.
and I have too many Steam games. So I'm trying to. Oberdin took me 12 hours to
12
beat.
hours. All right.
So it was a multi session game for me for sure. But it was also a game that I found that I was playing for, you'd start playing and time kind of disappeared.
Oh,
Um,
those games are the best. I love
yeah,
it when a game can just suck me in and I just lose the entire day.
but it's also the kind of game where you get to a certain point, you get very stuck, and so you say, okay, I don't want to look at this anymore. We've come to the 2 hour allotment point, and then you come back the next day or next week, whatever, and suddenly things make a lot more sense.
Right.
Um,
Well, hopefully we'll be able to not get too stuck, but we are about a minute out, so let's get on over to the game and get into it. First, I want to just give a couple of shout outs to the people I'm seeing in chat. Hi, Tiz. Hi, we vote for Hobbits. And thanks for the elephants, Beliaz. I love elephants. I'm a fanatic about it, so we'll see. Um,
Check out, there's somebody in my Stardew stream who used to work at a zoo, specifically
oh,
the elephant,
serious?
elephant exhibit.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome. Yeah, I've been nuts about
very cool.
elephants for a long time. I always wondered what it would be like to get a hug from an elephant. It's all nose, all hug, and just,
Yeah,
I don't know. I have always wanted a hug from an elephant. I'm just
yeah,
weird that way, I guess.
understandable. I think he's sent pictures of some of his elephants doing that, but
Hmm.
they are very sweet. Some of them are very sweet. Some of them don't like to be messed around with, but
Yeah. I I think I saw something somewhere where it said that they have the same chemical process that happens when, like, that we experience when we see something cute, like a puppy or something. They experience that when they see humans. So they think we're cute. And I just
well,
thought that was awesome.
I hope that's the case.
I really hope so too, because I think they're adorable. All right, give me 1 second. I'll get us switched over to the game. Okay, and over to the game overlay. And there we go. All right, here we are. I've got that set up. I hope that everyone's hearing the audio just fine. We're gonna go ahead and begin the game. And might as well do the first slot here because I don't have any other reason not to.
The anchor is your settings button, so if you there's nothing really that needs to be changed there, but
Okay. Lost at Sea, 1803, the good ship Obra Dinn, built in 1796, London, 800 tons, 8 feet draught. Captain R. Witterell, crew 51 men, last voyage to the Orient, Cape, rendezvous something, contact east.
unmet.
Oh,
Rendezvous
on
unmet.
Met. Okay. All right. Attention Chief Inspector, Insurance Claims, London office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare for a full assessment. All right then. I guess that's us. And I guess it's on a timer because it's not letting me click onwards.
You hit escape or tab.
There we go.
All right.
Gesundheit.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn.
Let's see if I can turn down the latency on my end.
Not many eager for that job.
Yeah, someone's talking to us.
Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
We're British.
I have you set on low latency, so there won't be a 3-4 second delay anymore.
Oh, this is cool. It looks weird, but it's cool at the same time.
Yeah.
How do we... Okay. So... I guess click. There we go. And he said that he was going to hoist our box up. Didn't he? Okay. This is such a cool effect. I love it. So, we've got... I know nothing about ships, so I know that's those are sails, and we've got rigging and stuff like that, but other than that, I'm just like, I don't know. Hello, Mr. Skeleton.
I'll
He
avoid
is...
too much detail, because one of the things I know about this game, that I learned about this game, is that I have my family is really big into sailing and old-timey sailing and that sort of thing, and there's a lot of stuff that helps you in this game if you know the history behind it, which I find a really cool detail.
Looks like he's got particles around it. Oh, those might be flies. That's yucky.
Oi!
Hoi!
It's
Okay.
too heavy!
What's too heavy? Your ego? So do I have to go back down, I guess?
Reminds me a lot of Cosmo Osmo,
Take it
the old
yourself,
Cyan game
Goldie.
before Myst.
Okay, so how... I guess... Do I click it? I guess I'm grabbing things. Okay, got a book. Oh, D. Okay, so I guess this is our journal that you were talking about. Preface. I trust you found Pardon. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to only produce the basic outline which follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. Okay, so we've got contents. Journey, ship, crew, life at sea, glossary, etc. Various chapters. And, alright. And, oh, okay, game? Jeez. It's telling me
Game
to,
is very pushy at times.
yeah, it's telling me to, I have to skim through. There's cargo, on the cargo deck. Murder! Okay, calling. It's a long book. Unholy captives. Pardon. Are we going to be able to meet mermaids? That would be cool. Doom. Come on. Whoop. What was that? Bargain. Chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. Escape. The end. The end is very long. And then glossary of all the crewmates. Tab to close the book and Q to get it. Looks like. Okay. And this must be the compass, or the stopwatch. Memento mortem. Remember death. Interesting. Okay. Is that it? Hello, mister, can I talk to you? I guess I can't talk to him anymore, can I? Okay, let's go back on up. So I'm guessing those are the only things that I really need to know, right? Nausium is D and tab and Q.
That's correct. When they'll explain some of the later stuff, it's worth it if you, as you go through, if you don't know nautical terms, they do give you the most important ones in the glossary, and I find that a lot of people who don't know the history behind that, I don't know what your understanding of the history behind that stuff is, but it's worth browsing through.
Yeah, since I
Um,
grew up with airmen, not seamen. Um, that, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
and
hello.
some of the terms are fairly analogous anyway. So
I guess I found out how to rewind time. Knock, knock. Hello.
Open the door! Kick it in!
Uh-oh.
Ah, let me
Mutiny?
break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Oh my. Okay. I guess that's the captain shooting? Okay, so we've got 3 people. We've got Mr. Dead Guy here, who I'm assuming is the corpse. Another dude. And, Mr. Captain here. Or at least I assume. Can I get in? No, I can't. There's a room in here. Okay. Q, table of
yeah, so
contents.
when you open a memory like that, it's on a timer.
Oh, it is.
Just fair warning, because a lot of people get really confused about that. That it gives you time to look around. You can always go back, but you can never exit from the first time you see it. Basically,
Okay.
I believe so. It's hard to explain some of the mechanics in this.
Okay. Let's see. I don't think that's that guy. Okay, so I have to figure out which one is the captain and etc. And it'll have me mark that in the sketches of life, I guess.
Yes,
Okay.
there is a low-pitched hum coming from your side. I don't know what that is.
I know that my cat is trying to
It's
she's
gone now.
okay, well. She's eating behind me and I can't really do much about that right now. Oh, there goes the timer, I guess.
Yeah.
Can I always replay it?
Yes, you can always go back and review anything in this game. They're very forgiving.
Okay. Okay, so I guess that means that was the end? The beginning of the end, I guess? Okay. Oh, so it's filling out parts. Beside the captain, who is this? How did they die? Location of the corpse. 3 others were present. Okay. Uh, oops, not that. tab. That's what I wanted. Okay, so it put me back in there, I guess. What is this doorway? The pathway back to reality? It looks like it.
Yep.
Oh, hey, there's another person up here. So, maybe 4 people? Hello, Mr. Knife Holder, I guess. Alright, so I can deduce that this guy is definitely not the captain, but we don't have any other information about him. This guy definitely is, I think, because he's shooting against those people from what we have heard. So, that was the chapter, which was the end. Captain opened the door, kick it in.
The X there, if there's multiple people talking in a transcript, the X is the person who died in that scene.
Okay. So maybe that guy is the one who said that. Okay. Location of the corpse. Unknown. Okay, that's just the transcript again. We can't actually say... Can we? We can't label the captain yet, can we? Glossary captain. Yes. I didn't want that. I wanted the crew log. There we go. Let's see. Man, this is super hard to figure out.
It's getting all the details right at the very start can be a little
Huge
bit
help.
rough.
That looks very... Okay, so if it's not grainy, does that mean it's the person? Because that's what it looks like to me.
Yes. Wait. Hold on.
Because when I was looking through the picture, everyone else's face was grainy, but when I hovered over the one guy, it wasn't.
Yeah, I think it'll tell you a little bit later as you go through. Fake Jade, it's has come in and said, yeah, it'll show you people who are in that scene, and I think the blurry face is the one that it's either you can't figure it out or, um, anyway, it will explain some of these things as you go on,
Okay.
as Chad is saying.
Right. Hi, Fake Jade. Good to see you. And Orpington. Nice to
Yeah.
see you both.
And what Orthington was saying is that if you go back to the end,
Okay.
so the chapter, the end, just as a brief tutorial.
Whoops.
Um,
Tab.
um, uh, and then you click there, and then you click 3 others are present. The picture, well, so there you can
Oh, it
choose who he is.
shows which
Yeah,
ones
so
they
3 others
are.
are present. If
Gotcha.
you click that, can you click that? Yeah,
Okay,
it
unknown.
shows you who all is present in that scene.
Right, so we got that. I would assume that guy's the first mate, because he's got similar headdress, but I thought I saw some other, what is it, tricaps? This guy is probably not.
If you look up, by the way, you're only looking at the bottom half of this picture as well. If you recall that Justice at Sea sketch.
Right. Oh, here's another one. That's the fourth guy. That was the guy with the knife in his mouth. Okay. So that's the entire picture.
So it's one person died and 3 others are present, so that's 4 people.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it shows if you tab out of this or escape out of this, it shows you the person who died in the photo as well. Or yeah.
This one,
So
yeah.
you see top left.
Okay.
So you can choose who he is,
Well,
and
he was
separately you
shot.
yeah, you're figuring it out.
He was shot by a gun by the captain. We just don't know who the heck he is. Okay. I think that's all the information we can really glean from this to start with. Because it didn't say who he was, or that guy or that guy. They were just breaching this room, and they called him by name. I can't get in there farther, so I'm gonna say that's all we can really figure out from that. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Oh, hey. I hope this isn't the captain.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
Okay.
They're at
So,
the bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
so I guess the cabin was breached, and now there's a scuffle. Okay, so captain looks. Ooh, wow. Looks like he slit the throat. That's kind of rough. Rough way to go. Oh, hello. Mr. Knife Guy is dropping down from above. Anything else?
Yeah, Tiz, I think this is more discreetly a detective game than Tacoma is, but
Oh, absolutely.
the storytelling style is fairly similar.
Okay. So yeah, I agree with Tiz. I think the captain won that one. Okay, location of the corpse. Okay, it was that guy. Well, it's not an unknown fate. That wasn't really decapitated. It was knifed. Would it be decapitated? I mean, he's got his head, I think.
I think decapitated implies that his head is fully separated from his body.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But
go
I
take a
will
look
say
at.
that in certain cases, oh, there we are. In certain cases in this game, so yeah, you can,
Oh wait, I can zoom.
yeah. In certain cases in this game, there's more than one valid term for the cause of death.
Okay. So E is zoom. Fun things. And
Interesting trick, by the way,
Mhm.
that it's not really a spoiler. Zoom in on somebody, you can highlight them. So do that real quick. If you zoom in on a face and then hit tab, it highlights exactly where they are. Yes, what
Oh.
the thing is telling you. Yeah,
That is okay. How do I that's D again, isn't it? No, tab? No. How do I open the book again?
tab is opening the book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can click on him, and I think maybe right click brings you out of that, or you click off the side of the painting. I will be honest, I don't fully recall.
That's fine.
So, oh yeah, you got it.
I can't really tell without looking at his corpse, I guess. So let's... Okay, yeah, that guy's definitely dead. Any more people out here? Mr. Stabby went over the edge. So
And
no,
yeah,
it's the
Orpington,
same
that's
people.
sorry.
Same people as before. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say there are a lot of small cool features in this like that it took me a while to figure out.
It
So
doesn't exactly... Well, I mean, I guess you could say it was decapitated. Because there wasn't... There wasn't really another good option. Because you've got alive,
I
axe, burn, clubbed.
usually the game is not that ambiguous,
Right.
but
Decapitated. By the captain. Again. Whoop. Nope. Captain. Where are they? No, but two others were present. That guy and the captain, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, so I hope this isn't the captain. I hope it's Mr. Stabby. Because right now, I don't know about you, but I'm on the captain's side. Okay, so that's the other guy choking on his own blood. Oh, man. Okay, so he's been clubbed.
yeah.
That's one hell of a swing there. Yep.
Especially given the knife in his ribs.
Okay. Anything else? Yikes, that is... Oh. Yeah, I didn't notice the knife in the rib. I was just like, what are you talking about, knife? Fair enough. Anyone else? Hello? No? Oh, this door's open. This door wasn't open before. Is someone here? Hello? There's a lady aboard the ship. Aren't ladies aboard ships bad luck? Isn't that what sailors say? Or something dumb like that? Okay, so there's a random lady. So now we have a little bit more reason that that the captain would be this insistent on protecting the cabin. Okay. So, who is this? How did they die? They were clubbed by, again, the captain. Captain is slaying. Remember what Captain Nebeve said? By the Mojal? That he said that a lot. Nope.
Yeah, there wasn't really a lot of dialogue in that scene.
There, well, just gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I wonder. Uh, let's see, what was it? It was the crew. How many women are aboard? Are there any? Oh, hello, Abigail. Oh, dang it, there is quite a few women. Though I would hazard a guess that that was Abigail Witterell, because that would make her the captain's wife, and that would also explain why he was so determined to protect her. So go zoom in on her. Yeah, game's teaching me. Carry on and pay attention. Aye, aye, book.
Yeah, it will. The game has a fairly good sense of when it shows you clues to things. Um, However, sometimes you can inference fairly well if you know what you're doing.
Right. Where is Abigail? There we go. I'm going to infer that that is her. Because, I mean, she's in the captain's quarters. Why wouldn't it be her? Yeah, we still don't know who that guy is. He's not looking too hot. He's dead. Other guy's dead. That looks like enough information from that one. And if I miss something, let me know. But if it's like super obvious.
I think you figured out largely everything you need to for now.
Okay. This is probably going to be the captain, unfortunately.
Abigail,
Called it.
your brother,
Brother.
my friend. I shot him
Oh!
dead.
So the first guy's is... Oh, wow.
I'll be with you soon, my love.
Well, that helps us. So now we know who the first death was.
Please forgive me for everything.
Wait, so he... What? Dude, you were already stabbed. You shot yourself? What the frick frack? Okay. Yeah, no, that's the captain.
Yeah, you can't actually do anything until the first
Okay, so...
introduction of a certain scene is over with.
Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, that's that. That's her. Anyone else around here? He's dead. He's dead. He's very dead. Any other people out here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Whee!
Yeah. The one-bit violence.
One-bit violence.
I'm honestly extremely impressed with how just the detail of what they can get away with 2 colors in this.
I know, right? Alright. How can... Like... Hold on. Why
I
can't we...
believe there's an option for suicide for cause of death.
Oh. You're right. This may or may not be correct. What do you mean? Fates are validated in sets of 3? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. They'll only confirm something if you get 3 right. It's telling you that because this is the first one that you've put in all of the information for.
Okay. No one else was present. Gotcha. Okay, so this dude is the brother. Nope. E.
Oh, yeah, zoom in and tab is usually the fastest way
go.
to do that.
Okay. And that was...
Actually clicking, yeah.
Yeah. So it was not inside, it was this guy. And he's no longer unknown. It's no longer blurred.
So you see there's a little triangle above his head.
Yeah.
One triangle means he's easy to figure out who he is based on the number of clues you've been given. And I think it's up to 3. So 2 is harder, 3 is very hard to figure out. So it sort of gauges based, it gives you a little help as opposed to like, have you found the things you need to?
Pretty sure he's William Hoscott. Dear God, Cat, what did you shit? I'm being gassed. Whew.
Yeah, cats will do that.
Okay, so that's been confirmed, kind of. We still don't know who this guy is or this guy. But it was confirmed that she is she and he is he. And I don't think there's anything else there. Unless I'm missing something. Am I missing anything?
You're missing. Wait, are you a memory here, or you're? No, you're not, are you?
I'm in the second
Oh, you're in the
version.
suicide memory.
Yeah, I'm in the suicide memory.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else you can do here.
Okay. So we'll head out towards the door. Beliaz, I think it's Henry Evans who is drawing all this. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, don't confirm or deny that.
Yeah, and
So you see, there's 4. Oh yeah.
no
Another thing
spoilers
that
in chat, please.
it shows you finish the end when it brings you, like, if you've gone through all the parts of the chapter, it brings you back to the first page, says the end, and it gives you 4 X's.
Okay.
That means 4 people died. It gives you kind of the area of where it happened in the map. And then if there are people who you can't, oh, Orpington, that's fine. I'm just anything past that
Right.
about like who that might be is what I was referring to.
Right.
Um,
Right.
It'll give you a slash instead of an X if they died, or if you can't confirm if they've died or not, I
Right.
should say.
Okay. Okay, so that was that. So now we can take a look at Miss Abigail here. Abigail, how did you die? Martin. Gunshots. Sounds like a storm. What the frick-frack?
Yeah, this seems fine.
Okay, we got attacked by the Kraken. And she got concussed, it looked like. Yeah, she got hit by a sail. He's falling here, so he's not dead. He's shooting a tentacle. Can't go up. Okay, so that is half a person. He's dragging half a person. Okay.
I always love to see people's reaction when the Kraken shows up.
He's stabbing, the knifey boy is stabbing the tentacle, and Mr. Hat Dude is getting yoinked by the other tentacle. I don't know that it was a corpse, maybe just concussed or in a coma, maybe. Okay, corpse was moved to post-mortem, so it does sound like she was hit over the head by the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
yeah, Orpington, you're right. It starts
clubbed.
out kind of like a nautical drama, and then immediately gets turned up to 11 in this scene.
Well done. 3
interesting.
fates correct. All right.
Clubbed by the beast is not the answer that I gave. There's multiple options you can have.
Interpretations.
Yeah, I think what I said was she was crushed by falling rigging.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's actually a funny Easter egg around that mechanic, but I'll explain that far later on in the game.
My hand's shaking. That's interesting. Is that normal?
Yes. It took me a while to figure this mechanic out. It's a little bit obtuse. So you want to click again.
Oh.
And what it's doing here is it's showing you the locations of other corpses that are already dead in this scene,
Oh,
if that
cool.
makes sense. So
Yeah,
that
that's
didn't happen with Abigail in the first part, only because she was already dead.
okay. So he's, well, I mean, he's obviously dead because he's half a person. Well, half a man, you might even say.
Yeah.
Okay, so guess we'll go and see if we can. Oh, interesting. Is it directing me now?
Yeah. It's, yeah. You'll get
Oh,
it.
that's cool. Oh, so it's showing new things like that. That's really neat.
Yeah, it's not a complicated concept. It's just I found it poorly explained, and it took me a while to figure out like why I was stuck in this series of finding corpses, but not actually going around the ship itself. Like I couldn't get
Right.
back to reality. But
Oh, so he was literally ripped in half. Yikes. And here's Mr. Knifey Boy again. Okay. Who dis? Is that the captain? No. I don't think that is. So that guy threw a gun over here. Looks like. Yeah. Goat. That guy is shooting. Okay. I guess that is the only corpse in this scene. Hello? Thank you.
this game really brings out a lot of fans. Also, I should have mentioned this before. WPI Defender, I'm sure you're totally cool. This isn't this isn't calling you out, but you should probably put first playthrough, no spoilers, etc. in your stream title and in
Yeah.
your tags. Just we haven't had any issue with it yet, but I know this is a game that attracts people who
I'll
will
put
do
that
that.
in real fast. No spoils, please. Alright, I put it in the title. Okay, so he was ripped in half. Or torn apart, that works. By Beast. Alright, and thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see. 12 others were present. So we got this guy who was clubbed, this guy we have no information on yet. Same with that, and same with that. So I guess this is Knifey Boy right here. Okay.
Yeah, WPI Defender, I feel the same way.
This guy,
That's
this guy, this guy.
I'm kind of limiting myself to like explaining mechanics like that and nothing else
Right, and
for the
it's
time
it's
being.
been helpful so far. Like I don't think anything's really been spoiled at all yet. Okay.
Well, were you the one who told me that you had actually gotten to the part with the Kraken yet, or was that somebody else?
I was because okay, so this guy's dead too. Looks like. So I think that SGF, Super Great Friend, did a Let's Play on this game and did like the first, I don't know, he did it up until Abigail's um bed. So
Yeah.
it showed the Kraken, and he was like, I'm gonna cut it off right there, because otherwise we're gonna start spoiling a lot more. It was just
Yeah.
like a little demo.
There's 30, 45 minutes. That's, I think, the perfect. If I were to make and release a demo of this game, it would just be everything up to a reveal of that. I think that's a good way to get people sucked in.
Yeah, and that's why it made it onto my list. Okay. So I guess this guy's corpse is right here. What's a main bit? Is that part of the rigging?
I knew this, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, the main bit is the It's there's like a short vertical post with a rim on the top that you secure the lines to for the rigging.
Okay, I'm not exactly... Did he... Looks like he blew up, maybe.
He'll be fine, I'm sure.
It's just a flesh wound.
Because he's like, yeah.
Like, you see the main, like, a little bit of a body, and then there are just particles everywhere. And this guy's holding on for... Yeah, that's... Okay, yeah, that's an explosion. So I guess he was holding on to some kind of dynamite or powder, and the beastie decided to take a bite, and they blew it up to try and get rid of him. Okay. So we've got this guy. Who else we got? Oh no! That was too slow. Someone over here. Okay. Location of the corpse. 5 others present. How did they die? Get to the main bit. Yeah, throw the powder. So yeah, definitely explosion. And this dude right here. Another guy over here. Oh, 2 guys. This guy's got multiple guns. Okay. And any other boys over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So how did they die? He was... Oof. Cannon, maybe? Because it was a big explosion?
One thing I'd recommend is to just look at everything on the list as you... Maybe I missed, but I only saw you go through the bottom part of that, and there's 3 pages of... So you're on 3 of 3, and then...
2 of 3, and... Oh, here we go. Exploded. Yeah, he was blasted by an explosion. I was scrolling through too fast. Thanks for mentioning that. Okay, so he was blasted by an explosion. We still don't know who he is. That guy, that guy, that guy. And these 2. Mr. Torn Apart and a random guy that kind of looks naked, but oh well. Okay, so I thought that those markings on him were like tentacle suction marks, but I guess those are actually his tats. That was kind of misleading. Okay. I think that's pretty much all I can get for him. Do
I
we...
feel like you'd just be covered in giant hickeys if it was
Right.
tentacle marks.
Well, suction marks, I mean, the suckers are circular in nature. So
Yeah.
that's why I assumed that.
And yeah, Orpington, if anybody's a fan of tattoos, there's some really cool nautical tattoos that make their appearance here.
Yeah, I'm
So
enjoying it. So we've found pretty much everyone, it looks like to me. It's not giving me the option to find another corpse. So I guess I'll go through the hallway. Okay. So are there any other... Well, that definitely sufficed to show us a new area of the ship, which is this area down here.
there are times when if you complete 3 in a row, you confirm 3 fates essentially.
Right.
Periodically, it will give you access to a new area depending on where you progress to.
Okay.
So
Looks like this guy got crushed by a cannon, but let's see how he died.
I'm sure he's fine.
It's just a flesh
A
wound.
literal skeleton under a cannon.
Loose cannon. Crunch. Oh, ow. Ow. That must have stung. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Ooh, there's another guy under there. 4, 5, 6. I think that's it for people that we've got here. Okay. Yeah, he definitely got crunched by cannon. There's at least 2 people crunched by cannons. So at least 2 of them. Okay. So these 2 are alive, 2 dead. Yes. Maybe a cold compress and he'll be fine. He'll walk it off.
Yeah, I think he was just sleeping it off, but he overslept and turned into a skeleton. So it was the nap that killed him.
Crushed by a cannon. What was that? Okay, so someone of upper, what would you call it, management or,
Officer.
yeah, upper officer came down and
Well,
said, what's going on? Okay. 4 others present. This one's that. This guy... Was it this guy that... No, crushed by a cannon. He's grainy. So I guess we have information that could tell us who this is what it's saying. Because he's no longer grainy. That's interesting. This guy's still grainy too.
I'll be totally honest with you. I do not remember what exactly distinguishes grainy and not grainy. Like, if it's you're supposed to know who they are by now, or if it's you can figure out who they are in this chapter. Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing this is leading us over to this boyo. The other corpse. Oh, this is the only other corpse? I thought there was another one in there. Maybe not. Oh, this guy's half a man again.
Okay, WPI, that makes sense.
Okay.
You have to click to get the
Yeah,
you got it.
I forgot about that. Stop leading me in circles.
Yeah, the ghost kind of meanders a little bit.
All
Yeah.
right. Why do
Yeah,
you
that'd
have
be
a
better.
body? The fuse. Okay, explosion. Yeah, so he was blown apart. Because it looks... Oh, so... I guess they set off that to fire, and then the tentacle came in and was like, you thought.
Somebody gave the Kraken a gun. I don't know whose idea that was, but
They thought they'd play nice. Maybe not. Okay, so Mr. Sweet Tats is down here, since we don't know his name yet. Looks like he was helping with Cannon's shenanigans. And anyone else? I think. Nope. Just Cannon shenanigans. That's a lot less people than we had before, I feel like. Okay. Well, let's see. He was exploded. I guess we can't say by the beast. Can't say he was exploded by the beast, unfortunately. The only thing that said is the fuse. Oh, there's another one? Oh yeah, this was the first guy that I noticed. Let me at him. There we go. There we go.
yeah, sometimes the angles are a little bit strange.
Right. So we are loading the cannon that exploded on the other guy, I think. I gotta say, I love the slurpy sounds of the tentacles.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Hi DC Bueller. No spoilers, please, but glad to have you here. Okay, so we've got 3 men on this cannon, and the fuse is going.
Like I said, this game has a very dedicated fan base on here, and they all love this game. So
Well, the more the merrier. I think this is actually the most people I've had at one time on my viewer list, so I'm happy to have them here.
yeah,
Okay,
and I
so
think like 99% of the fan base definitely like would never spoil this. It's one of those games that everybody really. The only downside of playing it is you can't play it for the first time again.
right,
So
but you can help others, like you're
yeah,
helping me, which I appreciate. All right, so
yeah. So some of the other color schemes are kind of cool to see. I never really enjoyed using them too much, but it's cool to see how they did it.
it's kind of hard to say how he was killed. He was kind of crushed by the tentacle, but it didn't explode. Um, eaten, electrocuted, expired, fell, froze. I'm honestly not sure. I would say crushed, but it would be crushed by the beast and the cannon. Beast, I guess.
Yeah, Tiz, you're definitely right. I just know from hanging out in Mist streams that there's always that one person who wants to come in and tell you everything is.
Right.
So I'm always paranoid about that sort of thing.
I appreciate it. Alright, so we've got that guy pushing a cannon. We've got that guy, or Mr. Sweet Tats, grabbing a, uh, what is it, the shaft loader thingy? Like, I know how technically to load a cannon from movies and stuff, but I don't know what that instrument is called. It's like a packer, maybe? That you use to pack the ammunition and stuff down. Okay, so
I'm trying to remember what the term for it is.
This guy is loading, or he's lighting a cannon. What is this guy doing? He's making sure that the cannon is stable. And 'tis I am a snab, I am not a cookie. And so this guy is held against the wall and the cannon. So that was the guy who was exploded, and whew, he really got exploded because he's held right up against the muzzle, I guess you would call it. I don't know. This guy's trying to free his friend. Okay. I already forgot who the dead guy is that we're investigating. Was it this guy?
I looked it up, and I believe that tool is called a rammer.
Oh, that makes sense.
I couldn't remember the term either, so.
I
And
guess.
DC Bueller, is this game popular among insurance adjusters? I have to ask. Because that would be very funny if that was the case.
Indeed. Okay, so let's see. Is there any other... I don't think we ever managed to make it into this area before. So this is the ship galley, I guess? I'm not seeing any other bodies. Maybe this guy? I thought we already did this one. Maybe not. The Doom, part 4 of 8. Oh yeah, we already did him. Never mind. I forgot I already did him.
Yeah, you should check out the other color schemes and the options when you get a chance to. Especially down here, it looks pretty cool.
Would that be...
So monitor is the option you have to change.
Oh, IBM. Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it gives me a headache to look at.
Oh, that's headache-inducing.
Yeah.
Commodore.
Those old amber ones are pretty awful.
Oh, hey, look, it's a blueprint. And this is what we were already doing, I think, right?
No, Macintosh is what we're on already.
LCD.
IBM and Macintosh are roughly
Yeah.
similar.
Macintosh,
That's just
I'm leaving as Macintosh.
Yeah. I think most people, they look at them and then they're like, okay, we're going to stick with the original.
Yeah. Oh, hey, here's another guy, I guess. Wait, no, that was the crushed by a cannon dude.
We're right at the hour mark. Do you mind if I step out to the restroom briefly?
Not at all. It's break time anyways, so
All right.
I'll go ahead and put us over to break.
All right. I will be back in 60 seconds or so.
Okay. I'll time you. No, I won't. So what you thinking, guys? You enjoying it? I'm enjoying it so far. It's been a lot of fun. Oof, that's a bit loud. There we go. Much better. Yeah, I'm glad that I've got got Nausium here helping me out. It's been a lot of fun having someone to talk with and to help point me in the right direction.
Yeah, this game can be fairly overwhelming at first, but
Okay, so
once you dig into it, it's
is there any deal? Oh, so you found my stream by looking to gift it to someone. Is that what you're saying? That's really cool. We're glad to have you here.
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, is there any deal like pulls up? They have current Twitch streams of this on in the background. That's really cool.
That's really neat. Yeah, my stream's going places. Yeah, honestly, Orpington, I was going to do a demo stream every single time this week, or not this week, this month. So I was just going to demo a whole bunch of games, and then we got stuck on Nancy Drew and the Tomb of the Lost Queen because it's Egyptian stuff, and I love Egyptian stuff, and the rest of my chat got really hooked on it, and I was like, well, I guess we're doing this until it's done, because I don't want to do another game until I finish this, because it hooked me. It hooked me really hard, and I was going, oh man, I can't look away. But we finished it we finished it on Tuesday, and so we're just kind of messing around for the rest of the month, and then in March I'm going to start back with Dreamfall chapters, which I'm really looking forward to because I figured out how to do the polling stuff, and Dreamfall chapters is a heavily decision-based game, and I wanted to be able to let the chat be able to direct the game. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Have you ever heard of the Dreamfall Chapters series, Nausium?
I have. I've been avoiding your streams of them just because it's one that I've been meaning to play myself, and I haven't touched at all.
I will
once
say,
I finish Ethan Carter, I think that's going on my next rotation.
Okay. I would say that I would recommend playing The Longest Journey first because, yeah, technically you don't have to play it, but it puts a lot of detail in that you wouldn't get otherwise.
I've heard that that's the one that everybody likes, so I was
Yeah.
planning on doing that first anyway.
If I remember correctly, it was made in 1999, and the graphics are interesting as a result.
They do what they can.
And getting it to work on Steam requires a little bit of googling, but it's possible. It's able to be done. And yeah, my husband is actually the one who introduced me to that series, and he actually played through the second and third games while I was watching. We had to find a let's play of the first one though. It's a great series. I highly recommend it to everyone, especially if they're into point and click adventures. So, highly recommend. Okay. Yep. I will say that it does take a while, and if you do go through Longest Journey, I've got a couple of different hand guides that I can recommend to you because some of the things are so off the wall that you'll get stuck really easily because it's not exactly conducive to common knowledge, I guess. One part in particular being something to do with a rubber duck. Like you've got to get a rubber duck somehow, and the way you get it is not the way you would think so.
Okay. No, I'm excited to try it. I'm definitely gonna after I beat Ethan Carter, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which, by the way, cannot recommend Ethan Carter enough.
Okay. How long would it be? Do you think? Couple.
Everybody says
sessions?
Ethan Carter's about 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay, so
So
that'd be like 2 streams.
yeah,
Okay.
I think I put about 2.5 hours into it, and I kind of assume that when I play it again, I'm gonna have to put another game in there after it.
Okay. I will be right back. I'm going to go grab a drink. I forgot to get that myself, and Tiz is telling me to hydrate. So I will be back in just a second.
I'll go grab some more water myself.
All right, sounds like a plan. Enjoy the music, chat. We will be back in a minute. All right, I am back. I've got my hydration.
Sounds good.
All right, I will get us on over into the game again. Okay. Okay, and
There we are.
I've got it back. It's all about those transitions. You got to make sure that you line the music up correctly. Okay. I think we got all the bodies on this level. We got Mr. Crushy. We got Mr. Splody. Wait, is this another area? No. I think I might be either missing a body or...
One reminder I'll give you too is that you can open doors.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Not all doors are openable, but
Time to
Uh-oh.
open all the doors. Hello. Anybody here? Okay, so they close afterwards. Oh, that kind of looks like a blood spatter. And a knife. Hello, body. Okay, so I wonder if this guy was stabbed.
Oh no, you're cut.
And he's got an accent.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I
Pete's
tried
mother.
my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself.
Okay, so
Bring the surgeon's kit.
okay, so Pete, he tried pulling Pete back from something. He's missing his head. Okay. There is a lot going on here. I think this is Mr. Stabby Stabby again? Yeah, it's that guy who was clubbed. Yeah, Mr. Knife. So Pete is dead. We know that much. I guess he was there when the cannon guy was being pulled away, maybe? Possibly. I'm trying my best not to guess too much. Educated guesses, right?
yeah, it's a series of educated guesses in this game.
This guy, there was a knife. So, knifed? We have no information on who, like, if he was stabbed by someone. Yeah, we just don't know. His name's not Brennan. This guy was calling to Brennan. Okay. 3 others present. Apparently we may have enough information to discover who this guy was. Oops. I've already figured out him. And he's still grainy, so we still don't have any information on him. I don't know if that was Pete. Oh, we got another corpse. This guy? Yes. Alright, Ghosty, show me where you are. Whee! Why you gotta go... Why you gotta go around the pole? Okay.
It would be so much easier if the ghost would just move in
Yeah, just go in a straight
one
line,
direction.
damn it!
What's all this, you damn fool?
Oh, hello. So, clubbed? This guy's got a knife, that guy's got a club. That guy's already dead. Okay, yeah, this guy was clubbed. By... maybe the guy who was with the first guy that we just heard? Not exactly sure. I didn't take a good look at him when I was there. And this dude. Is that the captain? No, that's a first mate, I think. Oh, oh wow. So he crawled all the way there. Interesting. So maybe the first mate was sitting with him? I think that was already confirmed. Okay, so definitely clubbed. And I have no idea who that guy was. And that was the only thing that was said about that. Decapitated, clubbed. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it was the first mate. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Okay, is that all for the people? Okay. 1 second, I need to set a timer because my husband said that dinner is in the oven. Okay. And I gotta set the timer for it. Alright. Timer set. Cool. Another corpse. Oh no.
Yeah, some of these areas you end up just going corpse to corpse for a while, but
Right. Oh, so this guy. Oh, okay. So I think I know what happened here. This is the guy. The guy who got clubbed, I think, shot this guy in the face. He literally just led me in a circle around the pole. Okay. Oop. There we go.
You know, Captain cannot be trusted.
You have a plan?
Yes. We take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Bastard!
No!
Kerfuffle! Oh. Oh, wow.
yeah, this game is a little bit gruesome. Just a
I
bit.
hope there's no children watching this. My stuff is usually marked for mature audiences, so I can curse if I need to. But yeah, that I might need that mature warning for sure. Okay. Yeah, so he's been shot. This guy gets clubbed. He is still crawling his way. I think this is the guy who yelled mutiny. Possibly. There's the first mate.
Sorry, I tapped my mic there. I hope that wasn't loud.
This dude, who I still don't remember his name exactly. I guess I can't. No, no. That's the captain, I think. Well, hobbits, I hope you didn't lose your appetite. If you did, too bad. This guy was shot. Oops. That's no.
You'll have time to work through it.
I was trying to click what actually happened, like put it in. There we go. This guy was shot by a gun. Yes. That way I don't lose track of stuff and corpses. Captain can't be trusted, blah 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 blah. I still don't remember who Pete was. who else is dead? There's someone up here. Oh no, he's being thrown overboard. Alright, Ghosty, show me where you are. There's a twinkling thing in the distance. That's interesting. That's not important, is it? Stabby noises.
Let them go.
Okay, shot by a woman. Okay. Is that Mary Jane? Okay, so shot. This guy's dead. That's the first mate again, and whoever his friend is. That's the captain. Okay. This guy is really happy just climbing around on shit. Mr. Stabby. That is quite the blunderbuss spray. Is that a blunderbuss? I don't know. I don't know much about guns either.
It's not a blunderbuss. I think the spray is
It looked
the,
like a
the
shotgun
muzzle
to me.
flash. I think the spray is the muzzle flash, actually, and then the
Oh,
yeah. There's kind of some artistic stylization going on.
gotcha. Definitely shot by a gun. Well, let's see. What are the women on here? Because I'm pretty sure that maybe by this point, I think the mutiny happened after the Kraken, if I'm right. So let's see. How many women did we even have on here? We had Abigail. And that did not look like Abigail at all. We've got Emily, we've got Jane. So I can't be sure whether it's Emily or Jane. Okay, so let them go. That's it for that. 11 others present. Apparently we have enough to identify those two. I would not say that is true on my part. Because I
It's
have...
an interesting strategy to identify them, but I'm not going to elaborate on it for now. I thought it was one of the cooler things they did in this.
Okay. Okay, we've got another. Yeah, this guy. How did you die? I would assume that you were stabbed. But really, Mr. Ghosty? He's literally right here. Gotta be all dramatic. Gotta lengthen that gameplay. Okay, so someone is Paul. Is this guy Paul? I would assume, I guess. Okay. And then this is maybe the captain or the first mate. No, that's the first mate. That's the captain. Up here.
I guess the only thing I'll remind you of here is that the transcript will tell you who's dead and who's not.
Right. Okay, I think that's... yeah, that... I was about to say. That is most of the people there. Okay, they were stabbed. Killed by a sword. There we go. And I think it's Paul. Paul Moss, maybe? 29. Unless there's another Paul. Nope, there's only one Paul, thank God. We don't know who the other guy is. So it looks like that might be correct. Because it's not grainy again. I don't know. Don't know that guy, don't know that guy. But apparently we have enough to identify those, but I'm looking forward to finding out how we figure that out. Another body. Where's the other body? Oh. Down there? All the way down there. Hello. Were you poisoned? No. Stabbed. Maybe. Loss of an arm. Okay.
Seems fine.
It's... you can live without an arm. I will say this is pretty tidy for the entire ship to only reveal corpses as need be.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The that. The beast is dead.
That is not a German accent.
Kill it.
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Okay. So there's a curse. Do I know these
Yeah,
two?
you're making great progress for less than 2 hours here.
Thank you.
But I got very hung up on the scene with all the cannons, personally.
I would say he was torn apart.
So you can't do anything if you're in the initial memory. It hasn't written the entry in the logbook yet.
Right.
So you're figuring out clues first.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was still in the initial memory. Thanks for that. So this is first mate. Anyone else here? Who are you? Excuse me. Your butt is in the way. Oh, hi, Captain. It's a nice butt, but it's in the way. Okay. So this is part of escape. I would almost say he bled out. Yeah, torn apart. Probably by the beast. But we didn't see it happen. So I am just assuming that part. Squid, where's my Frenchman? And apparently he's German. So that actually might give us a hint to who he is. So how many Germans did we have? None. Okay, so that actually tells me exactly who this guy is. This guy is Alfred Klenstill, because he's from Austria. That Verdammt, he was cursing, and it's very German-esque. So that actually told
I
me.
did laugh a little bit when you said that his German accent was really bad.
Yeah, I was just
'Cause
like, what? Well, I
sort of like telling a Canadian their Texas accent sounds like crap.
yeah,
But
well, fair enough. Fair enough. Anyways, but that helped me figure it out though. So, okay, so he's torn apart. Okay. So I guess that means there's no more bodies in this area. Pardon. I guess I already got all those. Okay, so 4 were left still alive, I guess?
or means you can't confirm whether or not they're dead or alive, technically.
Right,
So that can mean alive, it can mean missing in action.
right. Okay, so disappearances.
Yeah. So you see the 3 triangles below them means that yes, technically based on the hints you can tell who they are, but it's very difficult to do so. That's like the max difficulty for figuring that out, even though it's technically possible.
Right. Well, one of these ladies, I think it was this one, was very concerned about Paul. And I ended up making a assumption on who Paul was. So maybe Paul was married? That was Paul Moss. Is there another Moss? No. It's just Emily Jackson and Jane Bird. So that's not very helpful. Okay, well that was worth a try. Oh, hello. What are you doing out here? Diarrhea much?
Yeah, sorry about this part. I can't hear it, but I know exactly what this is, and I always hated having to go back to this memory.
Oh, he's crushed.
Well, you were correct that he essentially
Oh.
was going
Oh.
to the bathroom off the side of the boat and then got
Oh my.
crushed by it.
Caught
The
with his-
history there is that people who were not officers who had access to, the officers had access to their own toilets.
Okay.
But if you're not an officer, you pooped off the front of the boat so that it wouldn't be floating. If you pooped off the back, it would be floating on the surface of the water downwind. So the wind would be pushed back up and you'd have to smell all of it. So if you did it off the front of the boat, it would go under the boat. And you wouldn't have to smell it. That's the bit of disgusting nautical history there. Doesn't spoil anything. It's just
Fun facts
explains
with
why
Nausium.
he was doing that. A lot of people play this and they're just very confused as to what exactly was going on there. But there is
Yeah.
some reality to it.
Alright, well. Literally caught with his pants down. Rip. That's why it's called the poop deck.
Yes, basically.
He was crushed by a terrible beast. And rigging, technically. He was crushed between a beast and rigging. ES?
Being privy to, I'm not actually sure. Orpington.
Well, it says ES. So I guess that's his initials? Would that be... Hold on. Thought I saw an ES. Edward Spratt? Maybe? I'm gonna keep going down to see if there's any other ESs. There is not. There's just one, Mr. Edward. Okay, so Edward Spratt was an artist from England. Okay. Alright, where's the other dead body? That guy up there.
Billy, as you had asked before, if the ship had a dedicated artist, and that's it's in the crew log, yeah.
What's going on here? Wait, do I have to seriously... Ugh. Stupid line of ghosty. Seriously, ghosty? Seriously? You're killing me, ghosty. Okay. What's going on with you, dude?
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys.
Okay, so someone Danish?
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The robes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Okay. Clubbed. This guy's shocked, so is that. I bet you that guy's Henry Evans, who illustrated all this. Anyone else? Not just these 2, 4? Looks like? Yeah. Just these 4 gents here. So I'm guessing it's between these 2 that were talking. And I think this guy thought that this guy had killed his brother. Possibly. I'll have to double check the transcript for that. Alright, how did he die? He was clubbed. He's not grainy, so I guess we can figure out who he is. Yes, he's the only Danish person, so that would be Lars Lind from Denmark.
Aggressively Danish name.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know that it said the other guy's name. No. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say this guy's name at all. But it does look like we know him, maybe? Or, This one's Abigail. Okay. That's what I was going for. Lars Lind, that guy, whoop, hold on. We potentially know this guy. I don't know. Escape. I want to go back to the crew list. Because, yeah, there's Henry Evans. He's the one who wrote this entire book. And I'm pretty sure it's that boyo right there. Because he's holding a book. Okay. I guess we'll go through the portal. Comment from a while ago from Tiz. Nausium trying to nauseate us.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah, you figured out yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's a lot of disappearances. Okay. We already did this guy. Wonder, is there anywhere that I am missing? Can I go up into the watch, I guess?
And the rigging?
Yeah.
Not from here. I don't want to say much.
But it's
You'll get it.
possible.
You'll get it when the time comes. You'll get it.
Okay, so it's not something I can do yet.
Yeah. Don't like try to get stuck climbing the ropes or anything.
Okay, so that's locked. That's not. It's empty.
And as a reminder, you have a map that will label what each room is.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
the ship,
There we
page
go.
2.
Thank you. All right, deck plans. I don't think I've been down here. Looks like I've already tracked through there, so I need to go down another level. thought we'd already been here, maybe. I'm gonna just double check.
On your toes. Here, here.
Japanese.
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. Give it up.
Oh my. Okay. So she's Japanese. Okay, so he's shot. Pirates? Maybe?
You can always zoom in and see.
Okay, so there were more females. Okay, so he's got a hat on. Interesting. Okay. And who's this guy? Okay. No, who else is here? Dang it. Okay. This is outside the first mate's window. Course was moved post-mortem. 11 present. This dude. This lady.
I don't know if moved is the appropriate word. He's kind of just hanging near where
Yeah.
they shot him.
True. Apparently,
Not
this
a
guy's
spoiler,
not.
but that part always was kind of like, really? I guess.
Right. That's Lars. Okay. Who we going to next? Oh, over here. Are you hanging from the rigging? You are. Okay.
You have to get a little closer, yeah.
Show the way, Ghosty. Oh, this one's moving faster. I think.
I think the farther away it is, the faster it moves. If it's right next to you, it'll just take a meandering stroll around the mast and then
Like
go
it's
back right in front of
doing.
you.
Okay. Oops.
Hokseng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-defense
Hokseng Lao, okay.
of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
Quiet.
As
Miss
captain
Lin,
of this
okay.
ship, and by the authority of the East India Company and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line.
Okay.
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire.
Alright then. We're actually getting the picture, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Unless, well,
This is Lin, I think. Because I haven't seen any other Chinese or Japanese. I think it's Japanese? No, it would be Chinese, wouldn't it? Because East India Trading Company was a lot of Chinese stuff, if I remember history correct, which is probably not true. I don't know.
I can explain a little bit of history here. It's not super complicated or spoilery, but
Okay.
if you look at the drawing, I can show you real quick
I can't until
when you
the...
get a second.
Oh, this guy's...
Yeah.
This person's already dead. This is... I think that's the person that the other guy killed. Hoxing Lao. Okay. So that's Hoxing Lao. Where is that? Where is he? Am I just missing it? No, there it is. He was shot by guns by a lot of people. Firing squad. Is there no option for firing squad? Or would it just be enemy?
I don't think there are. I think there's a number of ways to interpret what happened here. But I don't want to say any more than that.
Okay.
What I was going to say is that if you look at Hoxang Lao, where he's from is Formosa, which is known today as Taiwan.
Oh.
So don't want to get
Okay.
too much into is he technically Chinese thing, because
Right,
that's
gotcha. Highly debated.
that's a can of worms or five.
Makes sense. This is Lin. Would that be... That's Lim. I'm gonna check to see if there's a Lin with an N. If not, then it's Lim. Okay,
You can
yeah.
also look at the transcript as well, if you're not sure.
Okay. Yeah, Miss Lim. Okay, I read it wrong. And Nunzo, I think, is the body, probably. So we already know who he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm right there, game. Thanks. You seriously gonna go on a windy thing? Yep. I'll wait. There we go.
Yeah, thankfully you can just look at it instead of follow it sometimes.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? Signore Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here?
Oh, hello. Yes.
British?
Here. Just sorting some things.
Watch your step. Here, let me help you.
Okay, so, maybe it wasn't Toxing Lao. This Mr. British dude. I can't tell. Is he stabbed? It's not clear. But it definitely wasn't Hoxane Lao. It was a very, very... Oh, wow, he was framed. That wasn't Mr. Wolf. I remember Mr. Wolf's voice being a lot grittier, I guess? This guy's dead, too! What the fudge is this? I remember seeing this before. Is this another case of Manchurian Gold or something? Like Mana Badan or something? What the heck? Yeah, it was that thing that was drawn there. Okay. Well, we know who this is. Mr. Nunez. This
I
guy.
think his name was Nunez, but
Or Nunzio. Pasqua. I don't know how he died. It kind of looked like he was stabbed, but it was more of a thump, so I don't know, maybe he just got punched in the wrong place.
I mean, have you ever heard Christopher Lee's interview about Lord of the Rings?
no.
It's kind of gross, and I don't want to spoil too much until you figure this out, but it's
Okay.
interesting insight into this, and it's part of the reason I figured this one out.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so it's oddly enough, it's not having me cue in on this guy's death. I guess he's already been.
Well, you can zoom in with E and see who he is when you hit tab, remember?
Oh! So that's why it's not queuing in on him. He's just knocked out. That's Huxing Lao. The guy who was accused of the other guy's death. Or murder. Interesting. Okay, no one else down here. Can't open that, because I guess we're in memory. Okay. Have you ever played Man of Medan?
I haven't. It's on my list, though.
Oh, it's good. I highly recommend it. I watch, well, it's good in a, it's bad in a good way, it's good in a bad way. I don't know how to explain it. It's a
I will
thing.
keep that in mind. Yeah, no, it's been on my radar for a while.
It's a
usually I
good
just
dumb
get stuck playing
game, I
Tycoon
guess.
Sphere all the time. So
Because SGF played it. I watch a lot of SGF, as my followers know, and yeah, SGF played it last year, and it was a thing. And yeah. Okay, so this is this deck. We can go down another. Ooh, large blood splatters. Really large blood splatter. Okay. This is the first time we've been on this deck. There's a dead oxen head. Are we going to solve the crime of the dead cow? Moo.
Better here. One swing. Get through the skull and stun her brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
Here?
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up.
Ugh.
You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Chuck?
Mind your shoes now.
Okay, so this guy's Charlie, I guess.
guy barfing his guts all over the.
Yep.
It's not a giant blood stain. It's just all him throwing up from the. That's not real. But
No.
still.
I don't think
Yeah,
that's how that
Orpington, I
works.
tend to agree. This and the diarrhea memory. I never really like hearing those.
Yeah, it's kind of
And
gross.
I'm kind of glad that I have to keep it muted so I don't get audio doubling.
Yeah. Hello. I've seen this guy around a couple of times. Oh, there's a monkey! Oh, there's a monkey! Why haven't I seen the monkey before? That's awesome! Oh man, I think that's the peruse or what's going on here? Did they butcher him too?
Not a spoiler, but I will say there is something very funny involving the monkey on the scene with the where the guy gets executed.
Okay.
As funny as anything can be in a scene like that, I suppose.
Okay. Oh, I can't say. I can't figure out the murder of the cow. Damn it.
Yes. Well, we know he wasn't killed by Charlie, because
uh. Hmm.
I just love
I
how
get.
smug the guy on the top left looks.
I'm guessing that guy's the butcher. Can I wonder? Can I say that? Surgeon, carpenter, purser. Oh, there we go. Butcher. I'm assuming. Oops. I always do that. Not this guy, not this guy.
Do you have a timer for something with food?
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
Okay.
That being
Just making.
said,
No, it was like 40 minutes since you last said that. I just wanted to make sure you didn't miss it.
yeah, it's baked potatoes, so it takes about an hour and a half to bake. That being said, it is 8 o'clock, so that's pretty much stream for today, I think.
This was a lot of fun.
It
Um,
was. Do
you're
you want to?
starting to really get into the meat of it, so I think it.
Would you be interested in joining again on Tuesday, or are you
Oh,
gonna just
definitely.
join in chat on Tuesday?
I can join in for the call on Tuesday. If
Okay,
not, I can be in the chat. But yeah, no, it's this has been a lot of fun. It's fun to sort of relive this through somebody else who hasn't played it before. So
absolutely. All right. Well, that has been Obra Dinn. I will put us back out to chat and see what chat thinks about this. Okay.
what do you have for us, Chad?
Hey, chat.
I think they were just talking about the monkey for a while.
Monkey is for replay value. We ever gonna find out what happened to the monkey? No, I will never tell you what happens to the monkey. I'm enjoying it. I really enjoy games like this because I like piecing stuff together and like making assumptions, hoping that I'm right, not knowing if I'm wrong, stuff like that. It's really a lot of fun for me. Tiz plays a lot of fighter games and stuff, and we were actually talking about this the other day, and it like I love that we're friends, but there's times that I'm just like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm glad you're happy. Because it's just like a different set of mind stuff, I guess. I don't know. I just really love stuff that makes me really kind of dive into the mystery of stuff. I'm very story based, so this is a really great game for me.
I'm really happy you're enjoying it.
Absolutely. Speaking of stuff like that, I don't know if I think you caught Tuesday's stream or a little bit of it. I was going to do Fable, and then that fell through. I was going to do another Nancy Drew after I finished the one I was already doing. That fell through because I couldn't get either of them to go to windowed mode, or it was like ridiculously complicated to get it to windowed mode. And I'm going, okay, I'm not doing any of that on stream because that's going to take too much time. But I do have Sims 4 pulled up, and Sims 4 had a pack that they released a couple years ago called Strangerville, and it actually has a decent amount of story. And so you go to Strangerville, and there's a little bunch of plants around, and you're trying to figure out what these plants are and why there's random possessed people wandering around and being really creepy. So that's what we're playing on Saturday. to kind of give me a little bit of a break from Phasmophobia stuff because I'm getting a
So
little
there's no multiplayer tomorrow, or no, excuse me, Saturday morning.
Right. There's no multiplayer. I will be letting people like choose the direction that I take the storyline, but it's just gonna be me on there. Because
Good.
as much as I love Phasmophobia and Among Us, if I do it too much, I get burnout on it. And I'm also waiting on a new hard drive to come in because my computer I built myself and I've had it since like 2017. I think I only put like a 256 gigabyte solid state drive in it. And so it,
You need more than that.
yeah, with the fact that I've been keeping literally every single video that I've made since November, it's filled up fast. And so I ordered a 5 terabyte hard drive, portable hard drive, to be able to clear all those videos off and create some space. So I'm looking forward to that. Because this stuff takes a lot, and it's taking up even more now since we upgraded our internet.
I can't even imagine doing any video editing on a hard drive that small, to be honest.
Yeah.
I have two 1 terabytes, and I sometimes run out of space with them, so.
Are you on a platter drive or a solid state?
I have one of each, and then
Okay.
I have another 256 for the boot drive, so.
Yeah, mine's done pretty well for the time that I've been working on it because I said I thought it was 256 tis, but let me actually pull it up real fast and see if I can figure that out. It's been a while since I built it, and I don't remember the complete specs of it. Yeah, 256 gig is what my local disk is saying. But I've been using this for my gaming, and before I started streaming and everything, I really hadn't done any kind of recording stuff. And I had another portable drive, but the last time I remember seeing it was, I don't know if it was 2 moves ago or 3 moves ago at this point, because I made the stupid mistake of, I had my first apartment and I had my room set up a certain way. Then I got my second apartment and I set my room up the exact same way. It looked identical. So I can't remember if the last time I saw my hard drive was 1 or 2 moves ago. And I'm just going, oh man. But it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that coming in. I think it comes in on Sunday, so I'll be able to edit this week's videos and get all that moved over.
I'm going to have to jump out myself here, but
Okay.
this was a lot of fun, and I will, yeah, just let me know. I assume it's same time Tuesday. So.
Yeah, it's the only times that like timings change is on the weekends, because weekends I do mornings.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be same time for sound checks, and then starting into the game at into chat at 5:50.
That's good.
All right.
All right.
Sweet. Thank
Have
you
a
so
good one,
much for
chat,
being
and
on
have a good
here.
one. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
Have a good night. Did you guys enjoy having him on there? It's always nice to play a game with someone else being on the call with me. Because, like, yeah, I can talk to myself or to my computer till the cows come home, but having someone to really interact with is really nice. And he actually found me when Tiz and I were going through my Tacoma stream, because Nausium really enjoys the Tacoma streams that he can find. And so we just started talking that way, and it's been really nice getting to know him. I need to find that elephant emote. I really like that. It's really cute. Networking, yes. Not gonna lie, I got a decent amount of followers from from just chilling out on Nausium's streams a couple of times. Bilias, did you come from Nausium's stream? I thought you did. Or maybe you came from SGF's. I'm losing track of who came from which streamer. Oh, he comes from yours. Okay. I gotcha. Alright, well, I think I am gonna head out for the night, because I'm smelling the potatoes and it smells absolutely amazing. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun as well. I hope you're looking forward to the next week of gaming. I'm probably going to finish this game off to end out the month, and then March 1st is going to be when we start up Dreamfall chapters again. So I am going to finish out this game before we start the next one. Alright, well, love y'all, and I will see you on Saturday for Adventures in Strangerville.